our directors of ceremonies, Comrade Willem Amtenya and Comrade Esther Mukafwa, Honorable Penda and Akolo, Governor of Oshikoto Region, Your Worship, Pavo Amwele, Mayor of Ondangwa Town, Comrade Mayor of Omthia, President of Namibia Exile Kids Association, as I said already, Rauna Amuteta, and esteemed national executive, national leaders. Comrade Dr. Hamtumwa, the big salute goes to veterans of the National Liberation Struggle, as they have been here, patiently stating their case, but at the same time telling us how things were then. Dear members of NEKA and dear all children of the National Liberation Struggle, distinguished invited guests, members, the new members of the Central Committee of SWAPO and the Political Bureau, please rise so that people can know you now. You no longer can hide under the cover of your professions. Stand up. Yes. Good. So, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all. The President of NEKA rightly said I am carrying a lot of hats on my head. That's why I no longer have the hair. First, I'm here as your patron, but I'm coming from the big office, the office of the President, now properly called the Presidency. And the Presidency does not give two speeches at the same time. Whatever I said, that is coming from the office, that means it's coming from the President, the head of state of the Republic of Namibia. NEKA leadership has always been very methodical in their approach. They brief, they look for an appointment, they saw the President, they got advised how to proceed. They came to the office of the Vice President, they were advised. Then I checked with the President said, those are your children, you should be the patron. So I'm a patron on account of NEKA and authority of my President. So whatever I'm reading here, only few things from the patron. Most of the statements are from the office of the President. Therefore, I am pleased to join you this afternoon in that capacity of patron of NEKA to address this reunion of the children born in exile or grew up in exile, gathered here to share. What are you sharing? Your experiences in order to strengthen the bonds of brotherhood and patriotism. This occasion rekindled the aspiration of NEKA to contribute to the building of a united Namibian house. At the onset, allow me to convey, as I said already, to you revolutionary greetings and salutations from His Excellency Dr. Hage Gottfried Geingob, President of the Republic of Namibia, on this occasion of NEKA's historic reunion. His Excellency the President wishes you all the very best of luck and success in all your undertakings. Anything you do, we wish you success. I would like to thank the leadership of NEKA for inviting the President to give a message to this and me to this momentous occasion, as well as for their continued commitment towards the promotion of the socio-economic well-being of Namibians born and raised in exile during the liberation struggle. Hence, this reunion is part of NEKA's objectives aimed at total enlightenment of their members, not only to know the difficult past where they came from, but to also transform themselves into positive agents who will contribute to the growth of NEKA, the growth of the SWAPO party, and the prosperous Namibian nation. Directors of ceremonies. As an organization premised upon the objective of bringing together children born and raised in exile during the struggle for independence, NEKA aims to enhance the socio-economic status of its members and to defend the Namibian revolution. You were here quoting Comrade Dr. Sam Nujoma, leader of the Namibian revolution. We should also remember others. The peaceful giant, Ifikepunye Pohamba. We should remember all the others. You were talking about Daratando. How can you talk about Daratando without mentioning the lady Dr. Libertina Madira? How can you forget her? She was your mother, your grandmother, your medical doctor, your everything. And now, you think I just came here? The NEKA patron has no transport, has no driver. All those facilities are being provided by the office of Hage. How can you forget him? The occasion further is mandated to preserve the historic and cultural heritage of the Namibian liberation struggle through its activities and, more importantly, through the implementation of the strategic plan which was launched last year, 2022. By the virtue being born during the difficult years of our struggle for national liberation, you, the children of the liberation struggle, are the authentic defenders, and members should strive to ensure that you transform the organization in a manner that will sustain the history of our bitter and long liberation struggle. Furthermore, NEKA should continue to honor the legacy of our fallen heroes and heroines whose blood waters our freedom. Now, I have many things, so you have to So I come from many offices, as I said. When I look at NEKA and our young people born in exile, I see a vision of the future and a vision also of the past. You are inextricably linked to Namibia's history of long and bitter struggle, but also to the future of our country, because ultimately Namibia's future lies in the hands of its youth. All of you share a history and a life experience that is unique. You are the children born in the cauldron of war, in the fires of the Namibian liberation struggle for Namibia's decolonization. It is therefore pertinent that you meet to solidify your bonds, support each other, reminiscence on past struggles, and plan for the life that lies ahead. I am glad that you have implemented this commendable initiative with the aim to maintain unity amongst your members. Indeed, life in exile was not easy. However, it was necessary. For though many brave freedom fighters never returned to their home alive, through their gallantry in the heat of battle, they helped save the thousands of their fellow countrymen and women from the tyranny of apartheid rule. Yes, the war of independence was fought and won. But the struggle continues because what lies ahead is the second struggle for economic emancipation of all Namibians. Together with the rest of like-minded Namibian youth, NEKA must spearhead the fight for economic freedom. Those of you fortunate to have opportunities must hold the door open for your peers so that they can also enter the arena of opportunity. To this end, I commend NEKA Advisory Committee, leadership and membership for undertaking strategic planning initiatives which commenced in April 2021. I am told that these initiatives have thus far produced feasible outcomes, such as strategic plan and the publication project, being inspired by the proverb that, I quote, "Until lions have their own history written by their own historians, the history of the hunting will always glorify the hunter." If we only continue to read books written by those who were resisting independence in the first place, how can we possibly glorify our own history and background? Write it, read it, and share it with all your comrades. NEKA is writing its own history informed by the experience of its members as direct participants and primary witnesses of the liberation struggle. This project, to record the unique perspective of the dissidents of our liberation struggle, will therefore go a long way in complementing the SWAPO Party archives and informing future generations. As young people who have clear grasp and perfect understanding of the cost of freedom, you must become the inspiration of a nation of young pioneers. Within you awaits the fire and fervor to reignite economic progress. Joining the ongoing efforts by the SWAPO Party government and leadership, you should become the forerunners and peace setters of Namibia's economic and social development. My speech will be long, no, not so long. Let me quote from abroad. Chinese President Xi Jinping stated that, and I quote, "A nation will be strong only when its young people are strong, and a nation will make progress only when its younger generations make progress." I hope you understand what that means. A nation will be strong only when its young people are strong, and a nation will make progress only when its young generations make progress. Let us make progress. I am glad to see I'm speaking too fast. I am glad to see a group of brave young people forming the nucleus of NEKA, and in time of present Namibia. As the children of the Namibian house, with you lies the ability to ensure that Namibia continues to make progress. Draw from the indomitable spirit of your forefathers and parents who crossed many rivers of blood to free this country so that you can help deliver the promise of prosperity for yourselves and future generations of Namibians. Many of you grew up in refugee camps where communities embraced the principle of Ubuntu, oneness, one community. The spirit that reigned in the refugee camps was one of unity, of purpose, and oneness in mission. Everyone there was united by the same struggle and unified around a shared vision, that of independent motherland Namibia. Consequently, tribal and ethnic identity took second place to patriotism and comradeship. Parents and elders assumed equal responsibility over all children in the camp, supervising and training them equally. There was an benevolence, a generosity, a selflessness, and a solidarity shared between neighbors united in the struggle. As SWAPO party pioneers, many of you were prepared to be future leaders and defenders, and you are still prepared to be future leaders and defenders of the Namibian revolution. Many people here, they mention their parents, their spouses. Vice presidents are not allowed to say anything about their families, about their friends. And I'm glad, at least when I was teaching, I did not know which child was born Opuo, Outapi, Oshakati, Enana, Kurenkuru, Rundu, Katima, or Windu. So you were just my student. And my teachers, I think they know me better. When I start getting angry, one of my eyes in those days used to start dancing. Because one day, 500 kids were sent to Kwanzaa, came by truck, came in the middle of the day, classes were going out. So I have to force the teachers to make sure that the children are registered. And the next time, we have 700 kids at the same time. And we have to register them, because if we allow them to get into the community without being recorded, we'll have problems. We share those moments, difficult moments, but we were one. There was nobody from Ondangwa, or nobody from Onfia, nobody from Tsume. We were all SWAPO members. In this vein, the old generation of SWAPO party leadership has commenced the process of passing on the leadership baton to the younger generations. And I think I should say now, here, to the children of the liberation struggle, my days are numbered, and I'm happy about it. I look forward to when I step down. I will not seek for any government job. I will not campaign for you to vote for me, but I still have my vote. So talk nicely to me. Don't. So let NEKA be the one to say, yes, he told us first that he was going to retire. But I will retire when the train comes to a halt and the new machinery and the conductor of the new locomotive is on board. I am not going to jump ship. The onus is upon you to take it up and lead the nation towards prosperity. Continued peace. Peace is good for you. Fighting and quarreling give us nothing. Continue with stability and unity, and to robustly defend the principles of the Namibian Revolution against vices of tribalism, which is rearing its ugly head in our country. Surprisingly, among some of the youth, is the young people who are starting party based on region, based on tribe, based on language, and they will never win to run a country. You will never run a country based on regionalism or tribalism. Never. Just know that. Many vibrant heroes and heroines, of whom some were your fathers, your mothers, your uncles, your brothers and elder sisters, paid the ultimate price with their precious lives for the independence of Namibia and all its people. People did not die for their villages, for their no, they died for everyone in the country to be free, for every family to be free, for every region to be free. They bravely fought against apartheid, racial discrimination, labor exploitation, tribal bandustans, and everything single principle and dogma of the apartheid administration, which defined the white man as superior and the black man as inferior. Yeah. It's nice to talk when you are in power to say that you are superior, but the minute you lose power, you know how to talk to people. Today, we cannot condone another apartheid-inspired divisive ideology which defines some black people as superior and others as inferior. Black-on-black hatred has no place in a free and independent Namibia of today and tomorrow. It must be rejected as a retrogressive reactionary tendency which is alien to the principle of one Namibia, one nation. Of the SWAPO, we joined and led by Sam Nujoma for the purpose of liberating Namibia. As elders, we appreciate this NEKA reunion. It comes at the right time, that we are intensifying the struggle for economic emancipation in our country. The economic struggle requires the same spirit of solidarity, unity of vision and purpose to usher in an epoch of shared growth and prosperity. Therefore, continue to hold hands and foster enduring connections. Talk about life, family, country, about the past, about the present, and more importantly, talk about the future. Let us truly embrace, and I quote, unity in diversity as we forge ahead in our nation-building project and desist from the divisive practices of tribal identity. All of you have lived through different yet shared realities of a journey into nationhood. Some were born outside on the battlefront, exiles. Some were inside Namibia, exiles, in the belly of the beast, while others were born free into a new dispensation, free from oppression and racial segregation, and into Namibian national identity and sovereignty. notwithstanding these contrasts in orientation, notwithstanding the different formative years and experiences, we are bound together by our shared destiny. Namibia remains the only country we can all of us call home. And so, once again, on behalf of my president, on behalf of the colleagues in cabinet, who will, by the way, all your proposals, send them in writing to the president of NEKA. Don't say, I mentioned it to you when you were here we are to share things. But all the proposal, what you want, what you think should be done, and where you think the party or NEKA should move, put it in writing. All those things will reach the authority, so that it does not become my statement, it become NEKA's leadership and NEKA's membership written proposals. So let me say, and so once again I call on you, the younger people of Namibia, and you young pioneers of the liberation struggle, to fashion and deliver the Namibia you see in your mind. Focus on inspiring one another, encourage one another to persevere through the ups and downs of life. We know, for if you gather together and walk together as one, you will lay an unbreakable foundation of unity, not only for the future of NEKA, but for the future of Namibian youth as a whole. Somebody was talking about the flower germinating from a rock or from cement. You are the stronger one, remain strong. With these many words, I wish the NEKA reunion a resounding success. May your friendship and solidarity as NEKA members last forever. And I thank you for your patience and attention.